The mix up on the link. I forgot to set the subscribers only 5-minute delay for the chat and didn't feel like dealing with, the things that come with an open chat today, since I'm in such a good mood. That being said, I am not a medical professional. Nothing I say is intended as health advice. Any major changes you make to your diet or any other aspect of your lifestyle is something you check with a doctor before enacting your own life. Furthermore, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is a recommendation for investment. I'm also a law-abiding citizen. Nothing I say is an admission of guilt. And lastly but not leastly, all opinions are my own and are in no way affiliated with YouTube or any other network that you may be listening to or viewing this on. All that being said, don't forget to subscribe. There's a 5-minute delay on the chat for subscribers only, and turn on notifications if you want to watch future streams. I also have a Telegram group where I sometimes post updates and whatnot there. And if you enjoy the stream, please feel free to reciprocate the energy because it is highly appreciated. So that being said, welcome, Antonios. Or should I say Tony? Good to see you. Looks like a bug is also trying to get in on my stream right now. So, you guys, I wasn't planning on streaming today. I don't actually know what... Damn, this fly is like trying to like go inside my face. Yeah, I woke up feeling ultra rejuvenated. I got super tired last night. I felt some major energy things happening, and this morning I just woke up with the full heart flow, the whole energy just raging through my body. I felt so rejuvenated. So I felt like, while I didn't have exactly a topic picked out, I'm always here for the anti-dogma. So I thought maybe we would set that as the desired topic, but I'm really open to anything. This is going to be a question and answer based stream. If anyone's got anything they want to talk about, any questions they want to lay forth for us to go into. I don't know how long this stream will be, but I thought that I would at least give it a chance today. Chirag, welcome. He's got a question. Chirag says, "Hello, Bruce. Hope you're well. My question is, what is the life according to you without any spiritual path or aim, and how can a person start his path, like the first step on the spirituality path?" The first step on the spirituality path is also the last step on the spirituality path. And there's going to be a lot of traversing the path in between these two steps. But the beginning is always the end, okay? This is why, like in Zen philosophy, they like to draw the Zen circle, right? And the Zen circle usually doesn't quite touch, right? But eventually you create a full circle, right? And the first step and the last step are to realize the three most spiritual words that a person can embrace. And remember, we can't put spirituality into words, right? But there are three very divine words which a person can mutter. And I'm sure many people watching this or hearing this in the future will think that I'm going to say, "I love you," but it's not. The most spiritual words that one can embrace when in this body is "I don't know." To realize that you don't know anything is the beginning and the end, right? Because in the beginning, you have to release everything. The most spiritual thing a person can do is remove things from themselves. There's nothing that you need to add on to the self, right? In this modern world, almost everybody is suffering from a disease of abundance. They have too much, right? Too much personality, too much ego, too much materialistic things, too much fake knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Too much dogma, too much religion, too much of everything, right? People tend to want to gravitate to religion when they first start thinking about spirituality. They don't realize that this is one of the greatest pitfalls, one of the most masterful deceptions ever created was religion, right? It's the net that's set up to catch the people that slip past all the capitalistic, materialistic bullshit, and they become interested in that which some people think of as God or give many other names to. And then just when they're about to break free, just when they're about to break into their own path to enlightenment, there's religion waiting to pounce, to grab onto you with some demonic book or fucking incomplete teaching, right? So the most divine words which we can embrace in the beginning of our path is I don't know. You can say I don't know anything, right? And anything that you think that you do know, you can release that, right? Release your science, release your religion, release your sense of self, release even the thought that you even know who you are or what you are or where you are. You know what I'm saying? Who cares if the world is round or if it's flat? You know what I'm saying? Who cares what your parents named you at birth, right? Who cares what your body looks like or what this shell is? None of this is real, right? And in the end, you will learn those words on a completely different level. When you arrive at your destination, it won't be the end of the path, but it will be a destination, right? There is a stop along the way, and that stop is the same place you started. You will have to walk in a great circle before you find yourself back at I don't know, right? And then upon that moment, when you embark on that journey of I don't know and you arrive back at that same place of I don't know, then you will start your true journey. And that true journey will be to the center of the circle. You see what I'm saying? It's a spiral. Each time you get a little bit closer to the I don't know, you think you almost completed the circle, and then you realize, no, I must find the center, and you must spiral inward until you find the absolute center of yourself, which you will never actually find. Because the only way to find the center is using pi, and pi is infinite. It's the microcosm to the macrocosm, and you can't find the center of infinity using pi, right? Because it's an ever-expanding thing, right? But nonetheless, the closer that you get to the center, the closer that you will get to your own creator, right? And so that is how one begins the journey. With I don't know. And then from the point of I don't know, you can examine yourself. You can become introspective. You can look at yourself and everything that you thought that you were, and you can start seeing how much you can live without. How much can you remove from yourself? How much can you remove from your personality? How much can you endure on your path of self-destruction? Because that's what spirituality is. Spirituality is self-destruction, right? If you can't destroy yourself, you must find somebody who can destroy you for you. And those are the fastest routes to spiritual liberation. It's absolute destruction of the self, of the ego, of the false conception that you know anything. Because everything is an illusion. This entire world, no matter how much closer you get to that truth, you will just find one layer after the next of illusion. Illusion and more illusion and more illusion and more illusion until you realize that the very foundation of everything is ego. That all things are ego. that there is nothing that exists in this 3D dimension which is not ego. And when you realize that, you will become one with your creator. Good stream, you guys. I love you all very much. Great chat. Have a good evening.